Good morning to everyone. Buenos días a todos. It's raining today. It's like a calm day, so we'll do a gentle practice today, and our main focus will be freedom from addictions. So like the last practice that I had shared, and I was talking about emotional dependency and how that emotional dependency is it starts from the lack of love to ourselves. So a way to overcome emotional dependency is to put more love inside us for ourselves, because we are not able to love others in a healthy way if first we don't love ourselves. So today I want to share with you a parable. It's the parable of a baby elephant with chain. So this elephant, big elephants, when they grow, people wonder why they don't move, they don't try to break free if they are just tied one of their feet to the ground with a small chain. And it's because when they were little, they are tied with the same chain to the ground, and they are trying to break away many times until they surrender and they don't try anymore. And even the circumstance and the reality change around many years, and they have grown and be a majestic animal, they don't try to break free anymore. They feel that the chain is more strong than there. But if you realize, the reality is very different than what they think or they feel in their mind, and that's what addiction is. So addiction comes when we try to find a shortcut to a problem that we are affronting, a relief from that problem, a relief from that pain. And that is a small shortcut that we are trying to take, that maybe can be eating food, or it can be drinking alcohol, or using drugs, or using any medication prescription, more of the doses that it was prescribed. When we do that, we think that we are freeing ourselves for a little bit of that problem, but that shortcut it takes us for a long and permanent suffering and pain. Because when we think, oh, I have this reality and I cannot take it anymore, I cannot take this pain anymore, I cannot live in this reality anymore, and I want to just take a drink or a shot for just release myself, it will be a little bit, but that little bit with the time become more and more, because your body is becoming dependent of that chemistry, and then it becomes a permanent and endless cycle where you feel that placebo that you had taken, you need it more and more and more, and you become a slave of that placebo. And you, as the elephant baby, you feel at the beginning that you are not able to break free, and you don't try anymore. You just surrender to that endless cycle of dependency that you had developed with alcohol, with drugs, with dependency, emotional dependency to others, or even with work. There are some people that are addicted to work because they escape working from their reality. So think about today, if you are that baby elephant with the chain, you are the elephant that has grown, but still you have surrendered to that idea that you cannot break that chain, and it's only in your mind. Your mind is the big punisher to you instead to be your friend, and it's your decision how you want to switch your mind thoughts. And this is a process. This is not something that it will happen in 24 hours. It's a process. It's a process of healing yourself inside and observing yourself from outside. So when you are in the middle of this dependency, of this addiction, you feel that there is no exit to this endless cycle of suffering and dependency. And by what you feel is in your mind. So why not today you try to come outside and observe yourself like another person that is observing yourself from outside. And you know that it's not good for your body, for your mind, and for your emotions what you're experiencing right now, but you feel that there is no open door. There is no door for set you free. But it is. The door is in your mind. Find that door. Start to, instead to think in the problem or start to escape from the problem all the time, maybe don't focus in the problem. Focus in the solution. Maybe the solution for you today, it would be as small as replace that drink for maybe a juice and do a deep breathing and this practice with me today. Maybe that is a little step, that is a little switch that is starting your engine for the change in your life. Maybe today you are deciding to share more time with yourself and not with the person that you have emotional dependency. Maybe it's as simple as go to the bathroom and see yourself in the mirror and say, I need to stop. I need to change something in my life because I want to break free. I want to break free of this dependency. I want to free myself and I want to get free of the distortion in my mind. I want to see my truth. I want to find my truth. I want to find myself back. So let's start today with one technique of breathing that is for anxiety and depression. And when any one of us has entered in one moment of their life in some kind of addiction, it's because you feel that there is no exit. You are in so high stress and so big sense of emergency that you just wanted to find something fast to take you away from that reality. So one of the techniques that I am teaching today for your breathing, it will help you to start to break a little bit that anxiety sensation, that emergency sensation, and slow down the activity in your brain and slow down that sense of emergency and survival mode. So you put your toe in one nostril of your nose and another finger, or maybe this, you can blend your finger on the other nostril, and you will start to check in inside first. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Start to check in with yourself. Start to notice what is happening in you. If you feel noise in your mind, that white noise in your ears, if you feel pain in your body or you don't feel it, just check in. Be an observer of yourself today. And then just press in one nostril. Let's do it in the right one. And take a deep breath through the left nostril. Close the left nostril and release through the right nostril. Now take a deep breath. Inhale in the right nostril. Block that nostril and exhale from the left nostril. Now inhale through left nostril. Close the left nostril Open right nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril. Close your right nostril. Exhale through your left nostril. Now let's do more space. So we're making more space and holding. We will take an inhale, we will hold, and then we will exhale and we will hold again. So it will be 4 steps, the breathing. So we will take again from the left nostril, hold, release right nostril, and exhale, hold, open left nostril, inhale, hold, open right nostril, exhale, inhale from right nostril, hold, and exhale from left nostril. Now just bring your hands together at the level of your heart area, your chest. And bring an intention to yourself today. What you wish so hard in your life. Maybe you wish more love to yourself. Maybe you wish to set yourself free from the cycle of addiction that you are living. Maybe you wish more clarity and be more calm in your mind. Maybe you wish not to be in survival mode, but feel free of that state, chronic state of anxiety. Now open your eyes and let's come to your mat or to the floor or carpet if you have, and let's start this practice today. Come to the center of your mat and just sit down in your sit bones. For some people, it's not available to currently sit down over the sit bones, because what is happening is that when they sit down, their knees are away from the floor and also they're rounding their spine. So if that is your case, use a prod or tool like a cover or a blended tower and put it below your sit bones. If you need to be more high for bring down your knees more close to the floor, then you can use a block and put it below your sit bones. The important thing here is not to round your spine, to sit straight over your sit bones and to feel how much part of your body is in contact with the floor. If you realize here, you have more space in your diaphragm, in your chest to breathe. So let's take a deep breath here. You cross your feet, blend your knees. Put your hands over your knees, lengthen your spine, and also do a little movement in your tailbone, forward and back, and feel where your tailbone is pointing to the floor directly. That would be very valuable for a start to align, bring alignment to your body, and bringing alignment to your body, it brings balance, and we make a switch in the currents of energy in your subtle body and transform your current state of mind and emotions. Let's take a deep breath here. And exhale through the mouth, so you're releasing all the weight that you have inside, emotional, in your soul, in your physical pain or emotional pain. Take a deep breath. Take one more breath. Notice that your shoulders are away of your ears. Normally, when you are feeling stress, your body starts to feel like going inside and compressing all the chest area. Normally, people work like that. So start to open your heart area and the area for contain your air and prana, vital force. Move away your shoulders of your ears and see that you have more space for receive a change in your life and for breathe and receive more energy. I will sit down towards you so we can start to do the warming. And I will take away the block. You can keep it using. It's what you need. You are the master of your body, the master of your story. I'm just sharing my practice with you here. I consider me learning from you and you learning from me. It's an interchange. So bring your hands over your knees. Check in inside. And pay attention to your breathing in all this practice. Imagine that your nose is the center of a circle and you will start to make little circles in one direction in very slow way because you are paying attention or how you are doing it. You are paying attention to each movement, what is happening in your neck, in your head, in your upper back. Now come back to center and do the rotation gentle and slowly to the other side. Be gentle with yourself. Ahimsa is the first niyama of the Yoga Sutras and means non-violence. Don't be violent with your body. Don't force your body to the limits. Be true to yourself. Sadhya is another niyama, and means be true to yourself. Start to listen to yourself, not your mind, yourself. Now bring your right ear towards your right shoulder, as close as you can. Your body will tell you when to stop. And breathe in the space, in the left space that is created here. Come back to center. Now bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. And breathe in the right space that is created. You are creating more space in your life for new emotions, new experiences. You are creating a change today. Come back to center. Now we will roll forward our shoulders in circular directions. Roll forward your shoulders in circular directions So it's bringing up, forward and down, up, forward and down. And this is something that you can do every day if you feel that your posture needs to be corrected. The first part when you are sit down is in your shoulders. So roll back your shoulders now, and this is a movement that you can do for help to correct your posture if you are sit down, if you are stand up, because normally we are rotating our shoulders inside. Let's open our chest area for more prana, for more vital force. Notice how you are rolling your shoulders, each movement that you are doing, how you are doing it. Now put your left hand over your right knee and put the other hand behind. And look over your right shoulder and breathe here in this twist of your spine. Keep your shoulders away of your ears. Be gentle with your body. And come back to center. Raise your arms over your head. And imagine that you are trying to grab a fruit from a tree. You can move it a little bit from one side to another. Now bring your right hand over your left knee and bring your left arm behind and look over your left shoulder. And breathe here in this twist of your spine. Notice what is happening in your back, what you are experiencing here. And if you feel tension, breathe and release in that tension. Come back to center, raise your arms again. And feel that you are trying to grab a fruit. I don't know, you like mango, maybe you like apples, peach. You're trying to grab something upper. You are trying to break the chain that is tying you in your dependency or your addiction. You're trying to grab yourself back. Now take a deep breath and move forward. If you need a block, you can use a block. And just relax your forehead here. Notice what is happening. If you don't have a block, you can start your wrist here. If it's not available for you, this movement, you can try at least with your hands or your forearms to be here. To be here in this moment. The key of your freedom is to be in the moment. Come back to center. Bring your both hands back and just start to move from your low part of your body up, bringing your right cave, your chest up. And if it's available for you, you can bring up a little bit your chin, pointing to the ceiling. And breathe there, making more space for prana, for vital force in your body. Come back gentle and slowly to center. And now put your right hand in one side and just bring your left arm over your head. In this lateral movement of your spine. You are creating more space in your body for your stories. And you are releasing tension, stress, emergency sense. You are bringing calm to your mind. Focus in your breathing and what is experienced in your body in each movement. Come back to center. Feel that you are grabbing again fruits from the tree. What kind of fruit you like? My favorite is mango. Now bring your left hand in your left side and bring your right arm over your head. And in the right space, notice what is happening in all this space that you are creating in your right area of your body. Breathe and start to release your tension, your pain, your need of validation, your victim archetype. Start to observe yourself. If your mind wanders, bring focus to your breath. Connect with your body. Feel your body. Come back to center. Now release your hands to the side. Straight your legs forward. I know that many people suffer of knee pain. So let's make friction in our hands. And breathe here. And let's do a little massage in circular direction to our knees. They support too much. Our feet, our legs are supporting our movement in this space, in this reality, and they are supporting also our story, our emotional heaviness. So let's nurture today our knees. Friction again, your hands. And let's do this gentle massage in circular directions, crawling over our knees and kneecaps. Now let's start to wake up our lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a channel for the white cells. So it's very important for our immune system to activate our lymphatic system. If you are sit down with your legs straight and again you feel that your back is rounding like this, then you definitely will need a support in your sit bones to start to feel more straight, your back and not rounding. So I'm giving all this guidance because I want to help you to find more alignment and to work in the unbalance that is in your body. Bringing balance to your body, it will be bringing balance and switching chemistry in your body and in your emotions and in your thoughts and in reverse. So balancing your mind, it will be bring balance to your body too. So here we will do some activation on the legs. So with your palms, you will start to do some taps over your legs. If it's not available to you to stretch your legs, you can blend your legs, blend your knees, and do it. Do this activation. Do it in the other leg. Now stretch your legs again. Use your hands in the side for feel more support. And let's rotate our feet in one direction and in the other direction, working with the ankles and the joints there. Now blend your right knee and just hold it here. Breathe. Be gentle with your body. This practice is bringing calm to your nervous system and to your body too. Now bring your right ankle over your left thighs and breathe here. If you feel tension, just use breathing. The breathing will help you to release the tension there. Observe what is happening in your body, what is happening in your hips, in your hamstrings, in your quads. And now bring this leg in your left forearm and carry like it's a baby. And say to yourself, I care about you. I ask you forgiveness for how I had treated you. But today I want to start to care about you. And say your name. I want to take care of you. And say your name. Now bring this leg over and in the side. So the right leg is on the side, over and on the side of the left leg, and then bring your left forearm rubbing your right leg, and bring your right hand behind, and breathe here in this twist. Look over your shoulder, or you can look at to the side, just to your side, to your right side. Now release, gentle, and come back to center. And let's blend our left knee. Hold it. And continuous breathing. This is a movement with emotions, breathing, helping, using the breathing as a bridge to bring balance to your mind, your emotions, and your body. Now take your left ankle over your right thigh and breathe here. You can also support your left knee with your left hand and breathe here. Notice if you are rounding your spine, try to correct and lengthening your spine so you are receiving more energy. You are allowing that the rivers of your energy flow through all your body. Now take in your right forearm your left leg and carry as a baby. And say again, I care about you. I want to take care of you. And say your name. In my case, I will say, I want to take care of you, Evelyn. I care about you. And I ask you forgiveness for all the sins that I had allowed in the physical, in the emotional, in the mind. I am releasing the history and I'm coming to the now. Bring focus your mind to what is happening in your knee, in your left ankle, in your left hip. Bring the focus to the now. Now, bring the left feet on the side of the right feet and over, and use your right forearm to wrap your left knee. And bring the other, so your left hand is behind. And just look it to the other side. So in my case, I am looking to my left side. And notice what is happening in your back. So lengthening your spine, keeping away the shoulders of your ears. And in this twist, if you feel that your breath is speeding up because your body is noticing you about the tension, start to breathe in the areas that you feel that tension. And release. Start to surrender that tension to your breathing. Come back to center and release that leg. You can take out the block that you were using. And now, lay down on your mat and bend your knees. Take one breath here. So your knees, you can open as wide as your mat or more wide than your hips. And start to bring your pelvis up towards to the ceiling, and also bringing slowly your chest and your rib cage up. And breathing here. Be true to yourself and listen your body into your limits. You are the master of your body, of your mind, and your emotions. You decide. Go down slowly. Being very gentle with yourself. Next time we will use a block. So you are coming up. You use a block or a big amount of books below. Find a way. There is always a way. And now bring your arms over your head. And breathe. If you notice, we are making more space for prana or vital force in our body. You can straight up one of your legs if it's available. Or you can blend one leg and put your ankle over your left thighs if you're using your right leg blending. And straight your leg up too, again. You're reversing the circulation and maybe the inflammation that you have in your legs for the emotional container of your story. When we contain and we don't release, we start to aggravate, and our body will throw an alarm of that with pain and inflammation. That inflammation means notice what you need to release in your emotions. Notice what you are holding in your story that is not any longer valuable for you. Bring back your right feet on the floor. And now let's bring up your left feet up to the ceiling. You can blend your knee here or just straight your leg. Use your right feet, your left feet pointing to the ceiling and back. So you are working here in different areas of your leg. If it's available for you, blend your left knee and bring your ankle, your left ankle over your right thighs. And breathe here. If it's not available for you, find a way that tells your body is telling you what it needs in this pose. And do it. Bend your left knee back. Release the block. And now come over your belly. Roll into your belly. And straighten your body. Straighten your arms over your head and your feet. You can move to one side your head and bring your arms to the side like in T position. And feel that you are holding our planet. Close your eyes and tell to your planet, I am surrendering. I am not resisting anymore. I am surrendering to the now, to this experience, to the smell of the air, to the noises or sounds that surround me. I want to experience and digest this now. Let that our planet, Pachamama, that says in some cultures, nourishing you, carry you as you are the baby. This planet is your mother, and you are the baby. Let your mother to carry you, to carry your stress, your worries, your tensions. Now bring your forehead in contact with the floor, your arms to the side, and let's spread out the fingers of your hands in full contact with the floor and push with your hands up in this rising. Keep your shoulders away of your ears in this rising in Cobra, in your story. Now come down, roll in your toes and push up with your hands and blend your knees. Open your knees as wide as the mat and bring your hips towards your heels. And if you need for putting contact for your forehead with the mat or the floor, you can stack your wrist in child pose. This pose is very valuable for surrendering your tensions and your stress or your anxiety. Surrendering to the now. If it's available for you, you can put your forehead in contact with the mat and releasing tension. You can use a block if you need help, and you cannot put at all your forehead with the mat. And rest here. Rest. If your mind wanders, just come back to your breathing. Let that your breathing release your worries, your tensions, your pain. Now let's go in all four. So your hands, your wrists are below your shoulders, your knees are below your hips. This is table pose. And breathe here. Straight your left leg over and roll in your left toes and look over your shoulder to your left leg that is in your side. And breathe here. Come back to center. Now let's do the same movement with the other leg. So you will straight your right leg and bring it to the side, the left side. Roll in your right toes and look over your shoulder to your right feet. Like this video is not mirroring, use the other leg. And breathe here. You are creating new ways in your mind, new ways in your body, in your emotions. Remember the parable of the elephant baby. When the elephant had grown, he feels that he cannot fight against that rope that is tying him because he failed to break free when he was a baby, and he's not trying anymore. So try. Step forward today and try to start to break that chain. Set yourself free. Come back to center. Let's do some rolling here. So we will move our torso in circular directions in one side. Gentle and slowly digesting what is happening in your body. You are creating new reality in your life. Do it in the opposite direction, gentle. Listen to your body, connect with your body through the breathing. Your breathing decide how fast, how slow you do it. Try to do it as slow as you can. Being true to yourself and to your story. Let's come back to center. Now, raise your left arm forward and raise your right leg back. And this is a pose for balance. So we are bringing balance to your story. If you feel that you are shaking your body, come back to center and try to do it again. Slowly. Be true to yourself. And breathe here. You are creating new ways in your mind. with this balance. Come back to the center. Raise your right arm and bring up your left leg and breathe here. You can do some rotations of your feet here too. As I say, if your body is shaking and is breaking the balance, come back to center and try again. Try again to set yourself free. One more time. Don't surrender. Let's do it again in one side. And other side. Alright, let's come back to center. Open your knees as wide as the mat and bring your hips towards your heels in child pose again. Nurturing yourself with the energy of our planet. Grounding yourself. Feeling all the parts of your body that are in full contact with the floor. And if there is any tension, release it. Release it through your breathing. Come back to center in all four. And now let's do cat and cow. So I will show you the position for cow. In cow, you are bringing up your tailbone and you are bringing up your chin. So it's like you are arching your back down. And in cat, it's like a scary cat of Christmas. So you are bringing your chin close to your chest and your tailbone checking inside. So let's do some alternations here and you decide where to breathe. In my case, I start to inhale in cat, in the scary cat, and release in cow. And then let's do the change in the breathing. So if you were inhaling in cow, you will exhale in cow now and will inhale in cat. And notice what is happening in your mind. So we will inhale in cat, exhale in cow. Inhale in cat, exhale in cow. And switch back again. Now inhale in cow and exhale in cat. So we will inhale in cow. Exhale in cat. Inhale in cow. Exhale in cat. Come back to center, to neutral position in table, so the wrists are below your shoulders, your knees below your hips. And now roll in your toes inside. Spread out the fingers and the full contact of your hands with the floor. And bring your pelvis up towards the ceiling. And bring your back or your chest close to your thighs. You can blend your knees here. And relax your head, your neck, in downward facing dog. This is an inversion and it's working with your neural system and your circulation too. Plane your knees back and come back to table. Release the toes, your feet. And now bring your left arm to the side and up. You're creating more space. Keep your shoulders away of your ears. And come back. Bring your right arm up. And back. Now, bring your left leg to the side completely. And breathe here. Bend that knee to the side and bring the left arm up. You're making more space. The left feet is pointing 90 degrees. You are making more space in your story for new experiences, a new version of yourself. Free yourself from the labels of the past. You are not what your mind is telling you. You are not what the people had judged you to be. You are the master of your story and your life. Bring your left hand and come back to center. Now let's do the same thing with the other leg. So bring your right leg to the side. And breathe here. Now point that feet in 90 degrees and bend your knee. And bring your right arm towards the ceiling. Notice what is happening in your shoulders. Keep away your shoulders of your ears. Lengthening your spine. Creating new ways in your story. Come back to center. Now rise up over your knees. So I will rotate so you can see my movement. Bring your arms up. And together move to one side. Some elements of the moon salutation for bringing softness and calm to your story. Bring it up and to the other side. Come back to center, release your arms. And now, put your hand in one side and straight your leg, your left leg, the opposite leg in the other side. And bring in my case, my left arm over my head. And feel this stretch here. You are creating new ways, new directions in your life. Bring back that feet inside. Come back to center. Sit a little bit over your heels. Rise again over your knees, up. And now bring your left hand to the side and your right leg to the opposite side. Bring your right arm over your head. And feel this stretch. Breathe here. Be gentle with yourself. Don't force yourself. Listen your body. Silence is also a way to find the door to your solutions. Silence your mind. Or just observe what is happening. Come back to center. Sit down over your heels again. Bring your arms up and breathe. Release. Close your eyes and check it a little bit in one breath here. Notice what is happening with your energy, with your body, with your mind. Now, and we rotate again, so we are over our knees. We are riding over our knees. And now bring your right feet forward. You are moving forward in your story. And bring your arms up. Now bring your hands to your side and sit down over your left feet. So you are stretching here. This is a good stretch for those of you that likes to run or needs stretching. And bringing more flexibility to your story. You start to see problems since different angles, and instead to focus in the problem, you focus in the solution. So come back. And now let's roll in the left toes and bring and straight your left leg here. Now support over your left hand and bring your right arm up. You are creating new ways. You are safe. You are the master of your story. Remember the baby elephant. He tried so many times, and then when he grew, he didn't try anymore. Go to your mind and tell, yes, I am breaking free. I am changing. This is not who I want to be. Come back. Bend your left knee. Put your both hands over your right knee. And breathe here. Now bring back this leg and check in. Sit down over your heels. Notice what is happening in this practice. Be gentle with yourself. Now rise over your knees. Bring your arms up. Take a deep inhale. And just mark your aging with your arms. Step forward now with your left leg. And now you will sit down in your right side. So you are stretching this leg. Help with your hands to support yourself, because I know that for some of you it's the first time. So be gentle with yourself and try to keep your back straight. Now rounding, keep your back straight. So you are allowing more energy flowing through you. And come back to over your left knee that is bent. And now put all your support in your right hand and bring this left arm up, creating more space, lengthening and straightening your spine. Come back to center. Now roll in your right toes and straight your right leg. And do the same thing again. So you will lean over your right hand and you will bring up your left arm. Breathe here. In these new ways, you are the creator of your life, of your story. Come back to you if you want to connect with the source, with the main creation of this universe. Come back to the center, bend your right knee, release the toes in your feet, and come back. Sit down with your knees bent over your heels. For some of you, it's a lot of pain in your knees, so you can use always a cover below your knees for do this practice if you need to. Okay, let's rise up. Step forward in your story. You are rising up now. We have been too much. Like I say, this is in our story is a baby steps, so you cannot run and be a runner in one day. You need to start to walk as a baby and then stand up and then start to run little by little. So this is a process towards your freedom from addiction. Come to one side of the mat, and here bring your hips, your feet below your hips. And the most of the women, we like to have a more pronounced shape, and we always think that our hips is in this area, but the hips is the bone, and you will feel it here. So these are my hips, and I will put my feet as wide as my hips. And for a little bit, just balance over your feet. So feel how your feet are in contact with the floor. You are balancing forward and back, forward and back. And also you are moving over your right outer edge of your feet and your inner arch. So do this balancing also from the outer edge of your feet and the inner arch of your feet. And notice how you walk each day, where you are putting more pressure. If you are putting more pressure in the inner arch of your feet, there is a unbalance in your muscles. So you try to correct that, trying to put equivalent balance between your outer edge of your feet and your inner arch. And the same thing, some people almost they walk in their toes, not pointing and feeling the contact with the heels. So notice how you walk, how you sit down, how you sleep, because all that positions in your body, that unbalance is bringing unbalance in your energetical pseudo body, and that is affecting also your life and your story. So if you have a block, bring it between your thighs and feel the pressure here. Make the pressure with your inner thighs here. So you are working more towards your alignment and your balance. This is a mountain pose. So it's the more base pose for alignment in your anatomy and for bring balance in your body, and that will help you also in your mind and in your emotions. So here, what is happening with your pelvis? It's completely backwards, it's completely forward. Try to find the center between your pelvis moving forward and backwards. Normally, women, or in general, some people like to feel this, to bring more notice in the back, but try to feel this center and this neutral point that is important in your alignment, in your anatomical body. And notice what is happening in your shoulders. If your shoulders by natural way I roll inside. Try to roll your shoulders back and away of your ears. And if you want, you can bend your knees a little bit. And just stand to the side. Stand to the side, your arms. And open your palms forward. And breathe here. Feel all the base that is in contact with the floor as a steadiness and big base. It's like a pyramid. The pyramid is in the base very wide and in full contact, and the upper area is very light. So feel the relaxing in your upper areas. Relax your face, your forehead, your eyebrow. Relax your eyes, your nostrils. Feel the temperature of the air coming inside your nostrils. Open a little bit your mouth, relaxing your jaw. Make a little smile in your lips, and relaxing. Found a place for your tongue inside. And the base is very steadiness and solid. You are bringing balance to your life, to your emotions, yourself. Now let's a big step more wide than our hips. And our feet are looking forward. And just rotate 90 degrees your right feet. And rotate the left feet behind just 45 degrees and blend the right knee that is in front. Blend it. And create an angle of 90 degrees here. So we are moving towards warrior one. The pelvis is rotating forward. We are looking forward in our story. And now bring your arms up. And how you feel identified in this pose that is a warrior. You have been fighting so much in your story with your reality. What about to empower yourself? Don't fight or resist anymore. Just observe yourself in your current instance. And notice what you really, really want to change. What you know that is not any longer valuable for your story. You can bring your arms back and make more opening to your heart area. Opening yourself to love yourself. Give you a big hug here. And say to yourself, I love you. And I forgive you for all the sins. What you had allowed in yourself, in your body. If it's food, if it's alcohol, if it's drugs, if it's sex as addiction, if it's emotional dependency, if it's too much work or busy. Give a nourishing to yourself in your body, in your emotions. Everything is fine. You are safe. Now, open your arms again. Bring your hands together at the level of your chest and make a pressure with your toes in your heart area. And say to yourself, I set myself free. I am free. I've set myself free. I am free. And then straight your arms forward in your story. Rotate your right feet forward and also your left feet, and let's do it in the other direction because all this is about balance. Let's rotate our left feet 90 degrees, our right feet in 45 degrees. Blend your left knee over your ankle. Rotate your pelvis forward and raise your arms. Identify what you need to let go in your story, what is not any longer valuable for your development and evolution. Don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. Bring your arms up and bring the sense to the now, to your center. What you are hearing, my voice, maybe another noises of the environment. Feel the temperature of the air that is flowing from your nostrils. Check inside and notice your energy right now. Hold, give yourself a big hug and say, I love you. I love you and I care about you. And I forgive you. Open your arms to the side back. Maybe make your chin up a little bit. You're opening to more experiences, to new ways to think of yourself, to new ways how you are treating yourself, how you are talking to yourself. And raise your arms up forward. You are moving forward in your story. You are not tied to the past with chains, like that baby elephant that had grown and didn't try anymore to break the rope that is tying him. That little rope that's so insignificant to your majesty, but you feel that you cannot fight anymore. Yes, you can fight, but with love, with compassion, with understanding of yourself, and noticing that your mind is not you. Take ownership of your mind. Look towards solutions. Release your arms. Rotate your left feet forward to the side of your mat, and also your right feet. Now blend your knees here a little bit and raise your arms. Blend your elbows. Rotate your palms forward, and we are in goddess pose. You are empowering yourself in your story. And say to yourself again, I am the owner and master of my story, of my life. I set myself free. I am free. Straighten your legs. Just step in the center. Come back to mountain pose so your feet are as wide as your hips. And bring your hands together at the level of your heart area. Close your eyes and check in. And be grateful for this space and time that you are creating for yourself, for nourishing yourself. And remember again the parable of the elephant baby with the rope. The elephant baby with the rope. He tried many times when he was a baby to break that rope and break free. And he didn't succeed. So he had grown, and he is now a majestic elephant, but he's not trying anymore. Now, each one of us, we can break free of that rope that is tying us. That rope is as big as your mind think. So switch your mind and tell your mind, it's not true. that rope is small. I can break it. I can set myself free. Thanks so much for sharing this practice with me today. And I hope that be valuable for you while you are sharing about addictions and emotional dependency. And have a great weekend. I love you all, and I'm just sharing from my humble journey and experience with you. Namaste, that means my soul. Salute the soul in you. Have a good weekend.